intimacy, passion, and connection. We also delve into topics like desire, pleasure, and vulnerability, and help you create a more fulfilling and satisfying love life.
And relieve the excitement of first date debrief every Friday, 9:15 to 10 p.m., where we dive into the high and lows of new love.
From the shadows to the spotlight, let's explore the human experience in all its complexity. Stay glued to Whispers in the Dark on Radio Afinju for a journey that will leave you breathless. With you, pleasure and passion are my devotion. In the realms of pleasure and the depth of the unknown, there are secrets waiting to be uncovered. Secrets that lie just beyond the edge of our understanding. Welcome to Confession Night on Radio Afinju. This is where we create a safe space for everybody. This is where we communicate. This is where we bond. This is where you pour out what you can. And we get to connect. Right, Classic?
Well, I'm very excited to be here this wonderful evening. Tonight to onboarding your heart on Confession Night on Radio Afinju.
Yeah.
A safe space. We've created a safe space where you can onboarding your heart before you go to bed. What are those things you find it very difficult? What are the things you're experiencing and you feel you want to share? This is a safe space for you to onboarding your heart, free your heart before you go to bed this night. Welcome to Confession Night.
Well, you might be a little bit confused. Yeah, I say this every Wednesday for Bedroom Bliss, so I'm going to explain it better. So Mondays, Wednesdays are for Whispers in the Dark, but Mondays are for confession, and Wednesdays are for Bedroom Bliss, where you pick one or two tips to spice up your relationship. And this link to confess is definitely attached to the video, so you can click on it and then you type whatever you feel just as it is. Pour it out.
You know, this is a kind of night where before you go to bed there are some things that might be bothering your heart, but this is a safe space for you to unburden them, free your mind, so that you have a very good night's sleep.
Exactly.
And this is a perfect spot for you to just pour out your mind, feel free, just relax, and just let us deal with the problem for you.
And yeah, you don't want to miss out on all of this. Just click the subscribe button on our Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, X, titled Radio Afinju, or you can listen to me listen to us in the studio on Zeno Radio, Zeno FM, and just search for Radio Afinju. You will definitely listen to us, and we will have a great time together. And if you want to communicate with me, if you feel you can talk to us in the building, you want to confess or you want to advise here in the studio, is that you drop your comment in the on the comment section, or you call us live here in the studio on the 0912-111-1115. So you can communicate. Let me call the number again because I was quite fast. It's 0912-111-115.
Correct.
Exactly. And then if you can't catch that, it's definitely on the screen for you. I still remain spicy Honeydrops on Confession Night, and I have along with me
classic. Welcome. It's Confession Night.
Yeah, we'll be right back, and then we'll get right into the business. We'll be right back. Go
anywhere. Welcome back to Confession Night on Radio Afinju. Like we said earlier before we went on that short break, this is an avenue for you to unburden your heart. It's a safe space for you to say what's on your mind, what you feel is heavy for you. So we give you advice and we address the issue before you go to bed tonight, or something you've been battling with for a very long time.
Yeah.
This is a space for you to say your mind. And I said earlier, you can copy the anonymous link, send us the anonymous, and we will read it out. And our amazing listeners and amazing viewers will also give you one or two advice just for your heart to be free.
Definitely.
Welcome back.
Being our debut on the show, I'm
very, very excited.
I really appreciate those who sent the messages. Yes, we've had them like last week, ever since I've been talking about the anonymous. But I mean, here we are. I want to first of all appreciate you for coming out, for letting that out from wherever it came from, and you are not alone. We are here for you.
You are not alone. We are here for you.
So let's start the business of the day. So the first story we are going to be reading today. This person says, I'm married with 2 kids.
Right.
And my husband is the sweetest soul ever. I recently just found a way to spice things up sexually in our marriage. But my husband is reluctant. I told him that I would like to watch him have sex with another woman, as it would really turn me on. How do I convince this man? Hey.
This is a very big one.
Very, very big. I mean, I know we have different women with different fantasies and different ways to spice things up. But I feel, well, just my own thoughts.
Let me put myself in the shoe of the woman.
Of the woman?
Yeah.
All right.
For me, I wouldn't... Well, she said she want the husband to have sex with another person, another woman. Well, for me, if that is what I actually want, because like you said earlier, a lot of women out there have different fantasy.
Yes.
When it comes to making love and maybe in bed and the rest of it. But I will just come to this conclusion that why not remove the aspect of having it with another woman?
Okay.
Why not with me? And making the love and the intimacy more enjoyable than the previous one we've had. You know, I'm now in the woman's shoe. I'm in her shoe. Now I'm talking about this kind of thing. What must have been going through my mind for me to say, I want to watch my husband have an intimate.
I can think of anything. I can think like I can have fantasies to do anything. But talking on the aspect of the man, from the man's shoe, I would ask her, is this what you really want? And I would place different issues that can come up while all of this is happening. Do you know that I might fall in love with a woman with the way I make love to her
But
better
if
than
that is
you?
what I want as a woman, if that is what I want
You
as a woman,
having like me as the man,
mm,
like fall in love with another woman in bed. Is
mm,
that what you would like as a woman? But I mean, I just feel there are different ways to spice things up. The man is
absolutely.
just trying to play safe. Because if for a man, that means he can go out there at any time to sleep with any woman.
Mm,
So let him just. I just feel she should just look for another. There are fantasies that are just meant to be fantasies. Because even me personally, I have fantasies that I know will just die there.
I will
I would
never.
never do it. So I just feel she should understand. You should understand your husband better,
Mm,
and understand him that he's also trying to play safe in the marriage.
mm.
Because what if things fall apart after this whole thing? Just 5 minutes enjoyment.
Well,
What would you do about your marriage?
the thing is that, here on Confession Night, we are not here to criticize anyone
No, we're
or
just
to
trying
talk
to
you down.
exactly.
But what we do is that at the
We'll
center of
give you
it all,
different ways to think about it.
call yourself to your thinking. What
Mm-hmm.
you are doing, is it absolutely what you really want deep down inside of you?
And are you ready for the outcome of it?
So this is what is coming from us here this night. Like, are you
Exactly.
really ready? Just call yourself. Think about it very well.
Mm-hmm.
This thing that you've said, are you really ready to go for it? Are you really ready to face the consequences that come after it?
Exactly.
That is just what we're saying. But I'm very sure our amazing listeners and viewers are also
Yeah.
watching and they're listening right now.
If
So
you want to drop any comments,
yes, please kindly drop comments about this particular woman who wants her husband to have to have intimacy with another woman in her presence.
yeah, exactly.
Because our own conclusion is she should call herself to attention and then think about it yourself. That what you've said, is it actually what is right, and what you think will solve all this problem,
Exactly.
or your fantasy? Let me just put it that way. Come back to the center. Think about everything you've said. Is that what you really want deep down? And are you ready to face the consequences that follows?
So moving down to the next anonymous story. See, one thing I like about this anonymous story is you wouldn't know who actually wrote it.
And they're actually relieving and onboarding their heart. And that is the reason why we here at Confession Night on Radio Afinju have actually created a safe space for you to open up, onboarding your heart, so we can give you some advice.
Yeah. To move on, the story, I read it. And am I weird for wanting a loving relationship that would lead to marriage but no kids? I love love, but would like to have my own person, but I don't want kids at all. Please, if there's a man in your audience who would not mind taking the exciting journey with me, connect with us, please.
Wow. For me, the first thing I would say about this person is, number one, thank you for coming out to say your mind. Because a lot of people out there are really carrying this kind of heavy heart, and at the same time, they find it very difficult to even type or even say it to anybody. So thank you for saying that. But let me just put myself in your shoe. I really want love. I enjoy love, but I don't want kids. Wow, wow, wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
Well, well, well. I will just come to the center and just think about it. You want to enjoy love. You want to enjoy relationship. You want to enjoy your man. But I am saying that I do not want a child.
I could still, for me, I could still accept it if I
You
say
now being a man.
no. Like, this is me talking. That if I want to get married and I want to, like, I can take a break, or not take a break, like not think about having children for like 4 to 5 years in a marriage. That's me getting to have my man to myself.
You know, me, I'm actually putting myself in the shoe of that lady
Yeah, I
saying
get
that.
it. I get
Because
it.
in the middle of the relationship, at the end of the day, there are so many problems that come. That's what I'll be thinking down inside of me, though I've said it out.
You
But
know,
deep inside of me, I'll be thinking
we are in
that,
Nigeria.
yes,
We are
a
in
lot
Nigeria.
of problems will be coming from the in-laws, from our own family, from the
They will
family of the
start
husband,
thinking.
because now they will never understand the reason why I said I'm not ready to have a child. They will always think like,
What
are
about
you
what
not
about what
fertile? Are
about
you not?
the people like your environment start thinking you're barren?
Hmm.
Have you ever thought about that?
Well,
I
I
mean,
was
yeah, we don't
just
live to impress people.
yes, yes.
But since the anonymous messenger wants someone who would love to ride on a journey, I mean, it's
Now,
not a crime. Each time the wife would bring home the husband's sibling's daughter down to the house and then relate, and then the husband's younger sister will start asking her, when are you going to have your own child? And then that affects her a lot. But deep down, she knows she had an agreement with her husband not to have a child. So, and the husband is a doctor, and then he attended to a patient that are related to how the woman cared for her son so much, and the husband is now having a rethink that
what is happening?
I need to love my child like
That
this.
is it.
I need to fall in love with what I produce.
Like, even though this is going to go for 4 to 5 years, one day you're going to settle down and have your own child. It's a blessing.
Talking about the other paragraph where she says if we have anybody who can join her with the exciting story. I mean, anyone listening to us, if you can go on this journey, if you want to go on this beautiful journey with our anonymous, definitely message us privately and then let us know. We don't know. We can make a beautiful love on the show. we can make love on the show.
It's a good one. But who on this earth, does not want to have a child?
Look at this
So
messenger,
that's the reason why
anonymous.
now I'm putting at the center. Like, just sit down.
Anybody
tea,
can decide not to
drink
have a child.
water,
Anybody, just like this woman. But I mean, if you want to
come to
ride
the
on
center.
this with this woman, yeah,
Then
just message us. So moving on the anonymous story, I like that one in particular, the last paragraph.
No,
Okay, all right. Just trying to get it right. I'm just trying to get it right. This one says, I like rough sex, rough penetration. Even when I'm not wet, gets me high. Giving slapped on my VJ
okay.
does it too. Getting tied up and beaten, etc. Sadly, I haven't been able to meet a guy who meets up, and it's frustrating. Do you think I will find one? What do you think? Yes, you will
This
find
is
one.
a man talking, right?
Yeah, I think no. This is a woman talking.
A woman talking, and she say if she's going to find a man
That would give her what she
the
wants.
beating and the slaps and the tie up and the
Yeah,
wow,
definitely. Yes, you will definitely
find-
get.
you know,
You will definitely
like
get it.
a song by Adekunle Gold says every man actually has a woman. There's a man for every man, and there's a woman for there's a man for every woman, and there's a woman for every man. So no matter who you are, no matter the kind of category you want in a man or a woman, definitely you find them. And
Because-
for you and this lady, you would definitely find someone who walks in your own line and will treat you better because you deserve it, because that's what you want. And for her,
having to be in a relationship. I mean, I think that's one of the important things we look at. Someone who can satisfy us.
yeah,
Someone who can match up our energy.
that's just it. And if you go for someone who has less energy, that's a problem.
That's
And that's
a
the reason
problem.
why I said there's a man for every woman and a woman for every man.
So definitely, there are people who also have your energy. You just have to calm
Absolutely.
yourself down
Absolutely.
and then look through.
look through, and I'm very sure you're going
You
to
will
pick a
definitely.
very right one.
Yeah, you will definitely win because there are a lot of people out there because it's not everybody that loves BDSM.
Mm.
Because I hear she
Mm.
does. So,
From different angle.
baby, don't do that. I know what you're trying to do. Don't worry, you will definitely
You will definitely get some.
get
We
someone.
assure you that. We assure you
Hmm.
that.
Yeah, and if you are out there, you can, you can
Mm.
message us privately, and
Yeah.
then if you can help this woman, serious relationship, really,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
serious.
If you know you like that too,
Mm-hmm.
you have the high energy, and
You
you
can
have
match
the
up,
yeah, the energy is 100% with that. Then you're good to go.
and you don't have to feel weird. You don't have to feel like you are different. It's just who you are. It's
And
just what you like.
that is just the conclusion. You coming out to say your mind like this. You coming out to express what is on your mind. That's just the sincerity of life.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you are, just come out. This is who I am.
Mm-hmm.
You take me for who I am, for what I am. Then we're good to go.
So let's read one or two messages before
Let's
we wrap up
let's take
tonight.
three. Let's take three.
We don't have enough
No,
time to take
okay.
three.
Let's take two. Let's take two.
So this story reads, "Hello, Afinger. I would be as brief as possible." Well, thank you.
Yeah, she's very strict with time.
Yeah. I had a friend that I could go miles for no matter what. I recently just found out that he would never lift a finger for me even if I was dying. Oh. Yeah. I'm ready to say goodbye. But people are preaching second chances. What should I do?
Oh,
Listen,
this is coming from a lady, right?
we can't say. We cannot
Well,
say
let us play
if it is
the
a
two.
guy.
Let us play the two. Now, if this is coming from a lady, I would say the first thing you need to do is to approach this person you're talking about. Because there are some times that you feel that okay, this person is not doing what he ought to do. Like I can go extra mile for this person. At the same time, the person is not reciprocating the energy. You just have to approach the person. Some people don't know that it's a bad thing. Instead of you just coming to conclusion and saying goodbye or saying bye bye, as a lady, just just go for her. Okay, language. What are you doing? What is the meaning of this? I could do this for you. I could do this for you. Go extra mile. Spend my money, my energy, my time. Very, very important.
Very important.
Very important.
And I would not say that you should. My dad used to tell me something. Friends who doesn't add value to your life, what do? You
in the first place,
them.
why do you have them?
They don't write it. It's not written on the forehead that you will not add value to my life. So until you start the friendship with them and then you realize that it's all of nothing. But I just you communicate with this guy and let him know. But don't feel too entitled.
Absolutely.
Just let him know how you feel.
This is what
your
you're doing
thoughts.
that I do not like. This is what you're doing that I do not. You understand? Then
And just take a chill pill. If it doesn't change, you just know, you got to do your goodbyes. And then that's you giving him your second chance.
100.
And if he changes, it is. I just feel communication is key. Instead of...
This one is a big one. No, we're talking about someone that does actually know that he or she did something that is wrong. This lady you're talking about, she did something very.
But she
very
did not
terrible.
know that it is wrong. She wouldn't know. She would just feel like, she's trying
doing
to...
that on purpose.
What if she does not see it as a bad thing? What if she just feel, they are just helping her, and she has to look for another means of surviving?
Oh my days.
What if? Not until somebody now made a video of her selling those stuff and sent it to my friend, telling me all of this and saying that even that day when she got back, my friend told me that she had cooked, she ate. When she came back, she ate. She even took her beverages. And then later she now showed her the video and say, "Is this you?" She now started complete, saying she's not the one. She's not. See,
this is a very serious issue.
So they had communications and they realized that things cannot work. That's them communicating.
And that's the reason why we're giving this person advice to just confront the person, let the person know before you take the second step.
Yes. Classic.
Can we take
the time is fast. We cannot.
We cannot.
But